The rain poured harder than the weatherman had promised. Jacob Miller shifted his 3-year-old daughter higher onto his hip as he hurried down the cracked sidewalk. His beat-up sneakers were soaked through, and so was his jacket, but Emily was giggling at the splashes. That sound, her laughter, was enough to make the ache in his bones feel worth it. Jacob wasn't supposed to be here. He should have been home, working on the side carpentry projects that helped fill the gaps his night shift job at the warehouse didn't cover. But Emily's favorite stuffed bunny had been lost somewhere between the laundromat and the corner store yesterday, and her little face had crumpled when bedtime came without it. So, despite the bills stacked on the counter and the exhaustion in his body, Jacob had walked miles through the rain, hunting second-hand shops and discount bins, hoping to find something, anything, that could replace it. That's when he noticed her. She was standing just outside a coffee shop, drenched but oddly composed, her accent sharp when she asked a passerby for directions. Her phone looked dead, her suitcase handle bent, and her voice wavered when she admitted she didn't have local cash for a cab. People glanced, shrugged, and walked on. No one stopped. Jacob hesitated. He didn't have extra money. Every dollar mattered. But then he looked at Emily, who was tugging his sleeve with wide, curious eyes. And he remembered what it felt like to be invisible, to be desperate and ignored. He stepped forward. "Hey," he said gently. "You look stuck. Need a hand?" Her shoulders relaxed a little, but she shook her head. I don't want to trouble you. I just need to get to the hotel. I'll be fine." Jacob smiled faintly. "Look, I've been where you are. Tell you what, there's a bus that'll take you close. I can cover the fare. It's not fancy, but it'll get you warm and safe." Before she could protest, he bought her a bus ticket with the crumpled bills he had tucked in his pocket for emergency groceries. He even carried her suitcase up the steps, balancing Emily against his chest. She looked at him as though she couldn't quite understand. "Why would you help me? You don't even know me." Jacob gave a half shrug. "Because someday, someone might need to help me. That's just how the world should work." The bus driver was impatient, but she lingered for a moment, staring at him, at Emily's sleepy head against his shoulder. Then, almost reluctantly, she asked his name. "Jacob," he said. "And this little one's Emily." She repeated their names softly, as if committing them to memory. The bus pulled away, leaving Jacob and Emily alone in the rain once again. He sighed, knowing it would be bread and peanut butter for dinner, maybe for the next few days. But when Emily looked up at him and whispered, "Daddy, you're a hero," he felt richer than he had in years. What Jacob couldn't have known was that the tourist he helped was Alexandra Hartwell, the billionaire CEO of a global tech empire. For years she had been shielded by assistants, drivers, and boardrooms where kindness was currency only when it served profit. That night, on a rain-soaked street in a small town she had never meant to stop in, she experienced something she hadn't in a long time: uncalculated humanity. And Jacob's life, without him realizing it, was about to change in ways he could never have imagined.